What's up, everybody? It's me, HTG Brian, and before we go any further, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can I get a confirmation on sound and video, please, and thank you. I just gotta get that. Yesterday, it was all good, but it wasn't all good, and I flapped for like 10 minutes before I realized, so I'm just making sure. All right, you guys can hear me? Woo! All right, perfect. All right, couple things. First of all, I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Todd for all his hard work that he's been putting in. He got the day off today. As you guys know, he had a procedure earlier this week. Hey, look at that. He's in the chat right now. I was just going to say we likely won't be seeing him today, but I wanted to give big thanks to all the help he provides. So look at that. He showed up and proved me wrong. So he's doing well, as you guys can see. He's well enough to come and peruse the chat. But that being said, we actually assessed today's Easy Platinum. And let me tell you a little story about this. So this morning, I woke up way too early. Drex wanted to play at like 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning. Was not interested in playing, so I kind of just pretended I was asleep until the wife finally got out of bed and went and dealt with it. I never really got back to sleep, but I kind of fell back asleep right as my alarm was supposed to go off. So I woke up, kind of lay there all groggy for a minute, and I started messaging Todd, and we were talking a little bit, and I was telling him, man, I'm running on slow-mo today, and I got to find a game. And so he started looking, which I greatly appreciate the suggestions you dropped. Unfortunately, the one that he really leaned on and that looked really fun didn't have a platinum, so we kind of thought, meh, no plat, no play. And so anyways, we started looking, and I was like, here's the Rata, is it Leica, Rata, whatever. And so we looked, and I ended up finding this one, and I thought this one was kind of fun. And so I went and checked to see if there was a guide created by the normal people we would find a guide from, and there was. And I read it, and I swear, let me double check. I swear when I first read the top, it says something like, it does say under 1 hour personal estimate. Now, those are generally, sometimes it's 1 to 2 hours, and it's still like, 3 or 4 hours for me. Sometimes it's 1 to 2 hours, and sometimes it's like 40 minutes. So it's kind of hard to judge some of these, but I chose this one, and I was like, all right, an hour, I can hang out for a little bit before, a little bit after, and play for an hour, and we're good, right? So I start reading through the walkthrough and the explanation, and the last paragraph in the explanation is, enjoy your platinum after just a few minutes of work. I really suck at these games, and I still got the platinum in less than 20 minutes. I read that after the premiere page was up and everything. So I started kind of processing that, like, what do I do? Do I get another game? Do I play something else? Like, so I messaged Todd, and I kind of told him, I said, hey, we can play Dead Nation, which I drug him into this game, and it's a fun game, but to minimize the amount of playthroughs, because, we don't have a ton of time, we went for the hardest mode because that's what we need for the platinum. And I have tons of experience in this game. I played it on the PS3, the PS4, and the Vita. And I played it a lot, and I love it. And they make another game too called Alien Nation, and it's very similar. I've played the crap out of that too. So I dumped him in, and I was like, hey, we can play some of that. But there's a lot of death for both of us in that game, and we were even laughing when we played it last. Like, boy, good thing we're not streaming this, because it's pretty gruesome how many times we die. So, anyways, we went with Gun Crazy. It's going to be really quick. We'll see how long it is, but it should be fairly quick. Let's go back to the top of the chat and recognize a few of you who were here hanging out on the premiere page, maybe even the first 3. Tyler showed up. I don't know. He said, what up? It's me. I win. And then he was gone. So I'm not sure what happened there. Now, you guys have chatted so much this morning, I can't even go back all the way. Good thing I wrote it down, who the top 3 were. It was Gamer's Corner, followed by Tyler, which doesn't count, just like me. And then Raised and Rob were next in line. And then shortly after that, we did see a handful of people like Matt. Loki was also right there. There was a handful. Let's see here. Whoa. It's like a spider or a bug or something floating right in front of me right there. Same thing happened to me last night, and Reese looked at me. He was like, "Are you all right, dude?" I was like, "Yeah, fine." Speaking of Reese, all right, I wanted you guys to remind me of a new Brianism, and I thought this was kind of funny. So this morning, Reese decided to get up early and go with his mom to the dog park, and he was going to go do some walking and adventuring into the forest. There's like at the dog park, there's like this whole like woodsy area and everything. It's really cool. And so I think they were going to go let Drex run and then go walk together through the forest and just check things out. And so anyways, he got out of the shower and his hair was all wet. And like he's been growing his hair out for quite a while. Like it's long. Like I don't know if you guys have seen, it's long. And so anyways, he's like, I didn't realize it was so long. Like, geez, look at how long it is. I'm like, yeah. I said, bro, your hair's getting so long, like it probably deserves its own name. And he was like, bro, I'm not naming my hair. I'm not naming my hair. And I was like, dude, I got it. He was like, what? I said, Pierre. He went, what? And I went, Pierre the hair. And he goes, you're out of your mind if you think I'm naming my hair after a Brianism. Wham! Slammed the front door and they left the dog park. That was the last thing he said to me when he left. I thought, what is going on right now? You can't talk to me like that. Or can he? I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. As I keep scrolling down the list, I don't know if I mentioned Kirsten was here. I think I did, but if not, she was here early. Let's see here. Paige was here. What's up, Paige? God Knight, aka Ben, what is up? Zodiac showed up for a hot second, said, hey, I gotta go, but hi, and I like it. See you next stream. Guess I hope you have a good one. And he was out, just like that. Connie was here early too. What's up, Connie? Who else is here? I know that Occupied showed up too. Oh yeah, so there's craziness going on in Salem. I actually linked you guys. When I first started typing about it, I wasn't exactly sure. I did some searching after I typed the initial stuff, and it turns out there was a shooting in Salem. So it all started for me this morning. I was just kind of hanging out, scrolling on Facebook, just waking up. And I actually looked over, one of my friends had posted, hey, what's going on in Salem right now? He actually lives up the canyon, but works at the hospital, and he has for like 20-something years. And so he's like, hey, what's going on at the hospital? I can't even get to work. Like there's like a 10-block radius blocked off around the hospital. And he said, not even kidding, he said, there must be 150 plus cops out here. And so I was like, what? So I started reading comments, and a bunch of people that, you know, I know from high school and the canyon and just knowing people were all commenting and kind of telling the story as it was unfolding. And other people were at the hospital and couldn't get out. And, you know, one of our friends that's a big time basketball guy was like, you know, what's going on? And I started asking questions that basically all the questions I wanted to know. So I started getting like specific answers of, you know, who and what. And then my buddy who originally posts says, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the guy in the all blue camo who jumped out of an unmarked OJ Simpson Bronco with an AR strapped to his back. And then he goes, runs over. My friend's all, what do you mean? Was this like the assailant? Was this like friendly? Like what was this? And he says, oh, I forgot to mention, he got out of this Bronco, this unmarked Bronco, ran over, talked to a group of cops, then ran back to the car and then drove off. So when he first typed the blue camel, I thought that was like gonna be like the person that they were looking for, but that's not it. Now it turns out they've I guess chased this guy and eventually got him trapped into a house. I don't know if it's his house. I don't know the story, but like they're in standoff right now around this house, which is apparently right by the hospital. It's probably half a mile closer to me than the hospital. So it's in between me and the hospital. I'm safe. I'm not worried about it, but I am close enough that it could roll over at some point. But if they got him trapped in a house, it's pretty much coming to a close. But kind of crazy stuff, right? You know, that Salem is the capital of Oregon, but it's also not very big. Like people don't understand, like Portland is the big city in Oregon. You know, we have some other cities like Salem, Albany, Bend. You know, I don't think Redmond's quite big enough to label in that category. You know, you got like Medford down south. You know, there's not Eugene, Corvallis. I mean, there's definitely, but I mean, those. I mean, Portland's the only one that's really big, and Portland's probably half the size of like, you know, LA or something too. So it's small, you know, even for our big area. So stuff like this doesn't happen a lot in Salem. Now we do have crime. There's lots of shootings and stuff, but not like this. Not like full on task force, like SWAT's out and all sorts of stuff. I did post a link in the chat, which is quite a ways back there. In fact, I guess I could probably post it again because it's right here. Just in case you guys are just getting here and wanting to see if I'm actually telling the truth or what I'm talking about. But you can see, and there might be even updates. Whoa, okay, that is not what I'm trying to do here. Let's try that again. So that's weird. It like took a link. It took the link from YouTube. Yeah, that's weird. So, okay, so I got a link that goes to my local news channel, katu.com. And that's so weird. But because I placed it in the YouTube chat and then tried to copy the YouTube chat link, it's giving me a YouTube link that redirects me to the KA. So it's so big it won't even fit. In fact, it like broke my chat. It's got 375 characters. Okay, I'm finally able to delete it. Anyways, scrolling down the list. Let's see here. Space Godzilla is here. I'm not sure I shouted you out or not yet, but what's up? Monster Rip is here too. Let's see here. Who did I miss? If I missed you, make sure you comment down below and I will certainly shout you out. Teflon is here. What is up, dude? You snuck in here, actually. I didn't even see you show up. What's going on? Okay, so we're still talking about the a picture was sent, and yeah, that was kind of funny. Anyways, I'll leave that alone because I already got myself in trouble for saying something I said I wasn't going to say. I'm finally catching up here. Occupied is here. Yes, what is up? Anybody else? Poopstar, what's good? VFJ, what's up? Of course, Todd is here. Sam Cahill, what is up? I wish you got views. We get views, bro. We're good. Don't worry about us. We are fine, man. You know, obviously, thousands or millions of views would be great too, but we have almost 3,000 videos on our catalog, and I would say 2,000 of those videos get multiple views every single day. Multiple. Some of them get hundreds, if not thousands. Just depends on what's hot and what's not. If a Lego game goes on sale, all of a sudden we'll get a big surge. But because our videos are resource-based in most cases, they don't really have a short shelf life, which is what has allowed us. Like if we didn't have that back catalog of all those videos, we wouldn't be surviving. And I would be really worried about views. But like, you know, having like we've talked about this recently, having anywhere from like 15 to like 50 people hanging out is actually cooler to me, I think, than having like 2,000. Now, financially, 2,000 is way better. But like to me, being able to like actually like, I mean, I've actually met a lot of you guys, like, and we talk a lot. Like I've become friends with a lot of you, and that would never have happened had I had 2,000 people going through the chat every day. So like there's goods and bads to both sides, right? Like, you know, now that I have got a lot of friends established, I wouldn't mind growing to the next level and seeing how well I can handle that and then going to the next. But ultimately, like, by the time these streams are done, there's hundreds of people that have come through and said hi and bye. Not everybody can hang out, especially at the time that I actually choose to stream. So, you know, we're grateful for everything. And I keep telling everybody, like, hey, I appreciate the worry or whatever, the concern or the praise, if you will. But, you know, you guys just keep watching what you need to watch when you want to watch it. And don't worry about any of that. Like, we're good. Like, we're surviving in a climate right now that, like, YouTube is harder than it's ever been right now with all of the lack of advertising due to COVID and all the stuff that's happening with COPA and everything. Like, it is really tough. And like, we're proving that really right now, too, with our other channel, HTGtv. You know, we've been streaming 2 days a week over there, which isn't a lot. But it just goes to show that the majority of our audience is more interested in our guide work than our hangout entertainment stuff, because you guys show up predominantly for our guide stuff. But there's, like I said, a small group that watches this. But HTGtv is actually getting closer. I just dropped a link. We're only like 215 subs away from being able to apply for monetization, which would be huge for us because ultimately, you know, right now, like I said, money is not a huge problem, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not working. I'm streaming, but I'm not, there's no super chats, no, like that's me just playing and hanging with you guys. So by getting that monetized, that would certainly help too. So, you know, it isn't an issue, but it always helps. So if you guys haven't subscribed to HTGtv, please do. I need to get it, and I don't know if Tyler's still out there listening or watching, but he and I had talked about, he actually dropped an idea that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but he's motivated, smart, and capable, and he'll probably do it for me and go, dude, just shut up talking about it. Here, just take it. But we need to get a pop-up. You know, we've got all these pop-ups that say, you know, like follow us on Instagram, you know, or hey, check us out on Patreon, right? Like we've got those too. But I don't have an HTGtv one. And like, what the hell? Why don't I have an HTGtv one? Like, I totally should. So, button happy. Got button happy. Buttons actually work today. That's crazy. All right, so I think I'm getting to the bottom of the list here. In fact, whoa, a big jump there. Vincent's here. What's up, Daniel? Hey, hello. Finished this game. It was very easy. Good to hear. Hopefully it's not too easy. Greetings from Australia, Daniel says. Hey, greetings from sunny north. What's up, Michael? Welcome back. Jay Forces is here too. Thanks for doing the videos like this to keep us entertained and educated. Yes, no, totally. Like, these are fun. Like, there's part of me that was really hesitant. Like, when I first started this is the 20th episode. Technically, shh, Loki, don't say anything. It's the 20th episode. Right? It's only 20. It's not 21. There was no mistakes made in the making of this series. Moving along from that, I was a little skeptical. I've always kind of cherished my trophies, and I've always felt like easy platinums shouldn't count. And like, I feel like these people that have like 300, 400 platinums, like when you look at their lists, a lot of them are games just like this. And then they'll buy like the Vita version and then get the platinum for that. Then they'll get the you know, the European version because they have a European account too, which I don't even know how to do. All these people that, but somehow that allows them to funnel trophies into their main PSN account, and so they end up playing it 3 times. And sometimes they only pay the $5 and they get the game 3 different ways. Sometimes they have to pay $15 to get all 3. Did you guys hear that? That was really weird. It sounded like Drexler, but he's not here. He's at the dog park. At least he's supposed to be at the dog park. But anyways, so I was kind of skeptical about doing these kinds of games. I found that they're a tremendous amount of fun though, and it doesn't feel the same. Like The Last of Us 2, when I unlocked that platinum after all those collectibles that we're getting, and after all the combat and making it through the entire story and like being just drugged through it. I'm not going to get into detail, but it's an emotional roller coaster. And you know, we're only like a quarter of the way through the game. So once I get through that, that's going to be so much more meaningful than like today's platinum. But in the end, I do find that these games are fun, and for $5 or whatever, you know, they're generally worth a good go. And you guys seem to enjoy me busting through. And what I do enjoy too, another like kind of caveat of this is that there are some times that you guys have played this, and there are sometimes you guys are like, I beat this from start to finish in 32 minutes. You know, like Gary and I, like you guys probably remember Gary. You know, he and I used to have a bunch of competitions, like in the Midnight Games, Midnight Deluxe, and all those. You know, Tyler had a few of the kind of shorter games that I competed against him with, and you know, Nick had I think Nick one time did a full, like he was playing at the same time I was trying to beat me. We've had a couple of viewers along the way, you know, doing, you know, the same thing, trying to compete. So there's like this kind of like camaraderie competition type, you know, we kind of build like these extra bonds with these games, which I think is cool. What's up, Milan? Welcome to the stream. Ollie, what is up? My favorite saying of yours is freely, freely, freely. Nice. You know, there are some of those things that are thought out, like I sit there and I try to, but like, I'll be honest, like 99% of those things just fall into that category that I call Brianisms. Just things that just, they just fall out, you know, like, and they become a thing. You know, there's like just sometimes I like break out into like some sort of version of a song like Forever. You know, like I don't even know where that came from. I'm sure I got it from a show or a movie or something at some point. I heard that, right? Like kind of reminds me of almost like something John Ralphio would say from Parks and Rec. But you know, there's all sorts of things like that. But I appreciate that. I love that you guys enjoy a lot of those things. Chacho says going to ear ribs. I don't know what that means. VFJ says Brian 11 videos away from 3K. Hey, that's pretty sweet. Like you know, people have been asking me, what are you gonna do when you get to 3,000th upload? Do I need to do anything? I don't know. Like, what should I do? Is there, you know, like that's a pretty big milestone. It's a lot of work gone in, you know, and to put things into perspective, I would say 2,000 plus of those are actually me doing the work and uploading. There's probably less than 1,000, but I'll just, for easy numbers sake, I'll say 1,000 videos that, you know, were kind of a combined effort between like we had Jeremy that did probably the next most videos, and then Doug was probably after that. Mark did, you know, somewhere between 30 and 50 videos, you know, and then we've gotten a few contributions along the way from like Mal. I'm trying to think of who else produced any videos for us, but ultimately all those guys combined, you know, make up for 1,000 or less videos. And so wife and I were talking about this yesterday. I was like, holy cow, like 3,000. And who was it? Somebody, who was it? One of you guys from the chat, one of our daily faithfuls. Who was it? God, I'm usually good about this. Somebody put together, was it Bandits? No. Somebody put together a playlist, and it was every one of my Lego videos that I had ever done in order from Lego Batman 2 all the way through, you know, right now it would be Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga is the most recent Lego game we did. So every single, and it was crazy. There was like, I don't remember, there was like 1,300, 1,500 videos or something like that. They were just all Lego, like all Lego. That didn't include any of like the speed builds or any of that, but like, you know, all the Lego Dimensions, Lego Marvels, the Lego DC, like that's crazy. Let's see here, too many Legos to play other games. I'm definitely, you know, kind of trying to balance, trying to get some, you know, I'm definitely going to bring more Lego as soon as we're done with The Last of Us Part 2, which will probably take, I would say, Reese and I are going to take probably 3 more weeks to probably get that done, 2 to 3 weeks to get it completed and recorded. But I mean, doing releases on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, it'll be a while before we get done. But once we get done with the recording portion of it, we can then jump into and start playing the Lego Indiana Jones videos, because we got that coming too. VF's got to go to the story, says. Who was it though? Kirsten, anybody out there that any of our dailies, what's up, Wrestling Snowman? Anybody out there remember who it was or where that list might be? It wasn't Loki, right? Like Loki, it wasn't you. I'm trying to remember like who it was. It was roughly like Old Man Brian Brain. It was at least 6 months ago. At least 6 months ago. But I remember like no, I know it wasn't you, but I was trying to see if maybe you remembered who it might have been. Because we talked about it quite a bit. Someone on Facebook, Loki says. Could be somebody that follows us there. All right. Gun crazy. Whoa, what's wrong with this photo here? They photoshopped my face out. What the crap? Thumby's gone too. Like you guys can see, look, in the original artwork, you can see my face and Thumby too, and they must not have passed PlayStation quality assurance. Super unfortunate. All right, so this game is basically play it and win it. I mean, play it and plat it. I mean, that's Redalea games. Grab the games. Woo. That was kind of the old Urgent Fury logo. You guys probably never saw that. It was exactly that hand, Like, I swear it was the same design, but instead of the controller, it had a lightning bolt through it. That was Urgent Fury's logo. All right, so reading here, it does say, was this the game that I can't remember? So I read a bunch of trophy guides this morning, and I'm trying to remember. There's one game that suggested that I change something. So it says, step 1, play the game. That's really all there is to it. This is a rather simple game, and almost every trophy is automatic. There are multiple levels, but the platinum will pop after the second level is completed. There are 2 mini bosses and one boss in level 1, and there's 1 room and 1 boss in level 2. There are 2 mini bosses and 1. Is it weird? Is it weird to you guys too? Like, there are 2 mini bosses and 1 boss in level 1. There is 1 room and 1 boss in level 2. 1 room? Is that a typo? Is that supposed to be 1 mini boss and 1 boss? They don't make any mention of any rooms in any other of the typing here. It's just weird to me that they have. All right, and it says character has 4 hearts. You will lose 1 each time you take a hit. That's worded weird too. You have the 3 lives. If you have lives, you get 3 continues. So, all right. It says enjoy your platinum after 20 minutes of play. I hope that's not correct. I hope that's not correct. Whoa, YouTube is erroring out. How's... It's weird. It says excellent connection, but it's spinning like crazy. And chat is really jumpy. Let's see. I don't even remember this. I still see your face and Thumbie. You didn't get the joke. The game on my console didn't have my face and Thumbie were on the thumbnail, but when I was showing they'd removed it. Is that really that bad of a joke? Really? Sorry. My bad. Boo! See, not to like put any guilt or blame or anything like that on anybody. I don't think Gary realized how important he really was to me. Like, I need that boo in my ear at all times. I need to be booed when the boo is due. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for the record, I've been doing a little Facebook stalking on him, and he's doing quite well. He's doing quite well. I haven't spoke to him in a couple of weeks, but he's doing good. I'm happy to see that. There we go, Kirsten. Thank you. Thank you. It'll have to do for now. I will accept that. All right, so back to Gun Crazy. There's really no... I'm going to turn this... I'm going to turn the background music down a little bit. Screen shake. All right. Without further ado, I bring you Gun Crazy. Ooh. Doesn't say anything about any of this. It just says play the game, so... Oh, I love this. It's like Mega Man. Does this feel like Mega Man to anybody else? Look like me? Dude, yes! Yeah! Oh, that's bad! I thought that was like a pickup, power-up. Dude, what's going on? Oh, these coins! Woo! Get up there! Double jump, double jump! Ooh! Oh, jeez! Woo! I don't want to get slimed. Dude, I'm almost dead already. What the crap? Those things look like they can hop over that box, too. Oh, they can. Oh, they can cut me! Ah! What is happening there? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Can I get a cringe rip in the chat, please? Whew. Oh, damn! so hard. Feels like Sega Genesis. Yes, it does feel like Sonic-y type, Mega Man-y. Dude, I don't even know what that is. Is that... Are those coins? Is that a helmet? 3 trophies in 5 minutes. $5, guys. PlayStation Store. Ooh. Boing! What's that? Is that like a portal? Ah! So I missed one of those already. Ooh. Greasy. Ooh. Ooh. Gah! Aye! Continue. Let's go. Oh. Woo. Treat it like... Okay, here comes the second boss. I don't know if I can handle this, guys. What's going on in the chat? It only takes 20 minutes. It's not worth 5. Dude, it's... For me, it's worth 5. I'm already enjoying myself. It's weird to me that you're totally taking this stance today on not being worth $5, not being worth it. When you were the other day, like, totally trashing everybody who was like, oh, you're not buying a console on day one? Like, definitely a difference of opinion today about money. Huh? 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 5 days. Hey, you know, everybody's got different ways. $5 is not a huge deal to me. I enjoy playing these games, like I said. So everybody's got their own take. Whee! Ooh. I love that scream. Dang. Woo! Get good. Oh, God. No! I don't even know if that's hurting. Looks like it's getting smaller, huh? Nope. Oh, come on. Ah! Get good, Brian. This boss is gonna kick my ass. Woo! Give me that trophy! Alright, so that's mini boss 2. There's still another. Ooh. See, like, I should be able to get up there somehow. Missed my opportunity, I guess. Robot. Oi! I could have been running up those the whole time. I thought I had to jump. Maybe I don't have a choice. Yeah, I can't. That's weird. Oh, I already played My Name is Mayo. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, I paid like 99 cents for it too. It was an interesting platinum for sure. I had to like hit the be right back button a couple of times during some of the sensitive scenes. They weren't bad, but like putting like boobs on a Mayo, you know, that was a little weird. Woo. Hi, robot. Oh, hi. I didn't even realize I could land up there. Oh my god. How do you buy all those? Come on, duck! Duck, girl, duck! Fighter, let's go. This music is pretty awesome too. There's definitely somebody down there. Huh. It says they're at the dog park. Huh. I don't know. Whoa, bro. Oh. Oh. Ah, crap. Woo! I don't know what any of these trophies are for, but I'll take that power up though. Woo! Oh. Ah! So this is the one room, that's what it meant. It was just, is this the boss already? Is there oh. Ooh. Oh god. Oi! Did I just lose? Did I just lose? You could tell I was putting a lot of effort into. No way! No way! Alright, well, I'll play this a little different this time. Can't believe I died. Good news is, I'll get more than 20 minutes out of it. So for all you peoples out there who was upset it was going to be an early one, it's going to be a little longer now. It's weird there's no, like, level select. Get wrecked! Oops. Got the zoom. So much easier with one of the upgraded weapons. Holy cow. Holy cow. Ah, that's how I do it. You build the blocks to get up there. Derp. Alright. Bye, robot! Bye, robot! Come on. Ah! Come on, jump up there. Silly wabbit. Getting wrecked. Continue. Alright. Whew. Completed! At least the game gives a little challenge trying to get the high score before losing all. Yeah. There is that. know that I'll be competing against anybody for that, but... Oh. Key here is controlling your balls. Yeet. Come on. Oh. Giggity. Giggity. God. So you can't, like, aim that way without moving, which is tough. Oh. Can't get away from that either. Alright, I only have one credit left. Hopefully it's enough. Ah. Ah. Booyaka Show! Get good, bot! Oh, I got a new sub too. What did it say? Chelsea, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy our content. Booyaka Show! Can I get a bling? Can I get a plate of bling? Boom! Alright, let's keep playing though. Let's see how far I can get. Then we'll complete it. Or, well, we've completed it, so then we'll delete it. So that's the thing too. There is more gameplay available than what the Platinum offers. Don't go! That was weird. Ooh. Give me that Halo helmet. Punched his face off. Come on, that should have been worth something. Hi, robot. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Does that look like a RoboCop guy or not? I feel like it looks like one of those little RoboCop guys. Ah! You'd be up on that light there. Woohoo! Hanging on with one heart left. Raise your hand if you're sure. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Ooh. Sweet spot? Oh, nope. Lost that. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. So close. It shouldn't have left us. What? Ooh, you're welcome, you're welcome. Got to be a Plat record? Maybe.
Let's go.
We've definitely had some short ones. 30, 40 minutes. I don't know. How long was that one? It had to have been like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I even died and had to start the second or the level over again. That's what's crazy. Lasered that tank, yo. What's up, Josh? Welcome back. We're just wrapping up, seeing how far I can get with this easy platinum. I already got the platinum trophy, which didn't require us to play the entire game. So I'm just kind of checking out what's left. Oh boy. Brian, you forgot about me? Yes, I'm back. Hey! Did I forget about you? You were here earlier, weren't you? Did you, I'm sorry, I actually wasn't even aware that you had left. How bad. That might be it, guys. Death, 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 death. So what's everybody got going on this weekend? Anything special? I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. And now that I have completed it, I will delete it. Something you guys also probably don't see as like a huge benefit or whatever too. But, you know, Reese does collect some platinum trophies. And as you guys know, he shares my account with me. So, you know, he has access to these games as well. So, you know, not that that will make the $5 worth it to you guys or whatever, but ultimately, you know, it is something that I see as a benefit too. So platinum trophy. So we killed a hopper enemy, killed a dip enemy, killed a runner enemy, killed a robot enemy, mini boss 1, mini boss 2, big boss 1, got our weapon enhancement, reached 1,000 and 2,000 score, complete level 1, complete level 2. $5! Woo to the who! Alright, so the first one was probably a hopper, 1030. Looks like 1030 was my earliest. 1050. So it legit took 20 minutes. It legit took 20 minutes. McCormick, what is up? Welcome to the stream. You like weekends, huh? I like weekends too. Let's see here. VFJ says I'm at my grandma's. Nice. Let's see here. Austin was 4th. Where are you 4th? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, you're just now watching. You're back watching the beginning, and I didn't. Yeah, I was not able to go back, and you were not here to chat. So there we go. That explains it. No big plans for me this weekend, Kirsten says. So I do have some small plans, nothing huge. I've mentioned this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete the PS Now version of this because I don't need that. Gray and I are playing the 4 version. Looks like I already deleted the other one as well, so that's nice. Oh, snap. Anna, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy your content. But I've talked about this a little bit. I've got hooks that I hang my green screen from up above me here. And right now it sits long ways like this behind me so I can pull it down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and so it'll sit right in here. It'll go right in between the bed and the recliner, and it'll go behind me here so that myself and maybe Reese can sit in these chairs. So I'm going to be doing that here and there. Not always. I've got the aerial camera that I've got set up right now. I do plan on... I'm kind of thinking about doing another video where we just kind of go through my Lego stuff. I might even do it on the game break this month. And then once that is done, I will potentially be streaming sometimes from my recliner. So we'll see how it works. Right now I have 2 cameras, one for the aerial and one that's right here. But I also have this guy. This guy, I've been on the quest for the dummy battery. I'm going to talk and tell the whole story on our game break. I've decided that this morning. But I'm on my 5th dummy battery right now. What is a dummy battery? Well, a dummy battery is just like the battery, but it is actually powered. It has cable that goes to it. Now, you guys probably, maybe not, maybe you knew this, maybe not. Cameras, on a lot of the upscale cameras, they have... On the battery hatch, you can see my battery goes right in there. I close it. On that hatch, it actually has a little plug that pulls out that allows a little room. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But essentially what happens is we can plug in a battery and then close it. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's see, where's my real legit battery? Here we go. Ugh. And this will be kind of replay for you guys on the game break, so you guys are getting kind of a sneak peek. And hopefully this will be resolved today when my 6th or 7th, however many it is. So here's the battery, right? Battery. You plug it in into the charger or into the camera and plug that in, and it's got a slow trickle charge through the USB. That charge is not enough to keep the camera going while streaming, though. So what I've done is I bought a dummy battery. Now the dummy battery has a wire that connects to a power supply of some sort. Some of them go to USB and have enough to go in. What's up, Greg? I see you sneaking in there. Then you know, you've also got ones that connect directly to like a power, AC power. And that's what this one is. But I'm getting like voltage drops. Like Ray's has kind of been helping me out, and some other people have been pointing me in the right direction. And the other day I finally got one that I thought was going to work. I bought one after reading reviews. It said it was good, so I bought it, and it got here and it did the same thing. It just slowly discharged and eventually turns the camera off. That's not going to work for me. I need one that doesn't discharge and stays on. So I got a replacement for that same one. I asked them, I said, is this common? Do they really suck, or is it just a one-off deal that a new one would replace it? And they said, I would like to send you a new one. I said, okay. So they sent me a new one, and I plugged it in, and about 15-20 minutes went by, and it never dropped from 100%. So I was like, woohoo, this is working. I'm good to go. And then I started, so I'd reset my camera back to factory settings during the last attempt, thinking that somehow maybe something was off or whatever. So I reset it, and I was not able to get any kind of positive, you know, it didn't stay on. It didn't stay on. It went down. It depleted. So I had not reset all the settings to what I like them to be for when I stream. So I ended up starting to do that. I looked up the video that I used, and I started going through and putting all the stuff how I want it. And then I noticed it went to 99. And then by the time I got done, it was at 98. And so it started to deplete. And I'm not sure what causes this or whatever. And I've been reading that if you use one of those that is depleting like that, it actually is susceptible to frying the camera's motherboard. I don't know how often that happens, but I've read 2 or 3 different people on different dummy battery reviews saying, do not buy this. It will fry your camera. Camera cost me $400. You know, like, I didn't need the dummy battery. Now I cost myself $400. So he was upset. But anyways, I ended up, while I was doing those settings, I was watching that video, as I mentioned, and the guy was explaining everything. How you pull it out of the box, you plug it, do everything, right? So he even covers dummy battery in the video. And so, like, I was super pissed, and I was telling the wife, I was like, it doesn't work! Like, it's stupid. Like, what do I gotta do? Like, why doesn't Sony make one? And that started making me wonder, like, why doesn't Sony? This camera's still fairly new. They still make these cameras and sell them. So why is there not a product for this? And it made me question, like, is there something wrong with it? Is it potentially blowing cameras, frying cameras? Like, what was their reason for it? I couldn't find it. But then my wife said the smartest thing ever. She goes, does Buddy have a link in that video for a dummy battery? And I went, nah, I don't think so. And I started looking. I was like, nah, he's got the cam link. He's got the camera. He's got software he's using. He's got oh, look at that. He does have a dummy battery link. So I clicked it, and I read it, and I was like, oh, it's the same one. And I started reading it, and I was like, wait a minute. So I had to, like, go to Amazon, my account, and, like, pull up my order. Then I pulled up the other one, and I was like, these are the same, but they're different. And then I was like, all right, what brand are they? Is it the same exact item, but different brand? Or is it just a different seller with the same brand, same item? Well, it turns out it was actually a different brand. So different seller, different brand altogether. So I thought, here we go again. I got positive reviews. This guy's using it in his video, not complaining, not showing any change after the settings have been changed. So, like, I'm giving it a shot. It's actually going to be here today. It's supposed to be here at, well, UPS delivers it, and it's supposed to be here sometime, it says before 9 p.m. tonight. Now, I don't know if that means it got on a late truck or what, but normally UPS drops off about 2 o'clock. So, I'm hoping that I will also get my eBay order today. And I'm going to look to see real quick to see if it's maybe showing me that it's been delivered. Oh, Amazon. I got an Amazon notification. What does it say here? Out for delivery. Estimated delivery between 5 and 9 p.m. It says, yeah, and that is my dummy battery. Oh, and I think I was telling you guys the other day, I've been complaining about how my mouse pad is all messed up. Well, I ordered a new one, and it's going to be here today, too, so I'm super excited. Greg says, I got a COD WW2. Oh, you got World War II now. Nice, nice. Yeah, we haven't played that in, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's been a while. It's fun playing. I always like prop hunt. I don't care what game it is. I enjoy the whole hide and seek bit. I find that that's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Easy Platinum's notification. I just got that right now. That's fun. I noticed too, last night at 8 o'clock, my watch gets my notifications from my phone, and it buzzed, right? And I went, what is this? And I looked, it was telling me Happy Thumbs Gaming TV went live. It was 8:15 at night. Why are you sending it to me at 8 o'clock at night? That's almost 12 hours after I actually started the stream. What the hell? Nice, you got it for Prop Hunt too, huh? Have you guys been playing it, or are you just hoping that we get a chance to play it all together again on stream, or what's that? No, that's all for today, Occupied. You weren't here in the beginning. I've got some stuff I got to do. Reese is actually at the dog park right now. He's expected back with my wife in the next half hour or less. We were going to work on some Last of Us. Basically, every day we've been working on a level, and last night we weren't able to do it. So today I was like, hey, man, we got to get going and hopefully can get caught up. The goal is we've been trying to do at least one video a day, but about every other day, we get one actually done. So I'm meeting my requirement for the video release, but the goal is to actually get through all 32 levels that have collectibles, and then start working on Lego Indiana Jones so I can release those as well. As it sits right now, though, let's see here. How many videos? I'm trying to remember how many videos we have done. I think we've got like 8, maybe 9 of the collectible videos done. And there's 32, so there's 42 levels in the game, but 10 of those levels do not have collectibles. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like. Is that right, though? Yeah, it is. And it's weird, too, because 2 of those videos one of those videos is doing way better than the rest. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because it's like difficult, it's hard. I don't know. I mean, we're talking like 2, 3, 4 times the views that all the other videos have. And they're getting crap for views. Crap. Like, arguably not worth doing. But I'm having fun with Reese, and I'm getting to work through the game and the platinum at the same time. So I'm like loving this. So yeah, I will be basically working on that. I also have some, as you guys know, I still do some graphic design and web stuff from time to time. And as it sits, I actually got an email yesterday from them and was like, oh yeah, I'll do it after stream. Totally. I don't know if you saw it, but about halfway through the stream, I went, oh yeah. And I like literally said something along those lines, like, oh crap, or oh yeah, like just out of nowhere. And that's because it hit me. Oh yeah, I've got to do that. And it's Friday, so every Friday I do like an extra special cleaning job of the room and office and everything, and so like I just have a lot of stuff that I do on Friday, so I like wrapping it up with an easy platinum. To be honest with you, I was not expecting it to be a 20-minute platinum. I was expecting 40 to an hour plus me talking before and after. I was expecting like an hour and a half at least, and we're not too far from that, but I mean, I've definitely done a lot of flap today. Hey Elizabeth, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Farming Sim was fun. We did play that a little bit. So here's the thing, and we're finding this out about Little Big Planet as well. When we decide to play a game as a group, something like Little Big Planet, for example, or I mean even something like, you know, Resident Evil, when we start playing the game, like the goal is for all of us to play through and have the experience shared, but also achieve the platinum, to get the 100% and be done with it, complete it and delete it, as we like to say. But you know, we're finding that Little Big Planet 3, there's some sort of error issue, or maybe it was just never, like, I don't know why the developers, I don't know why Media Molecule would not consider this, but like, when all of the stuff we played, right? We've streamed that a couple, 2, 3 times now. Every time we played, only I'm getting trophies. The progress that's being made is only saved to my save data. So I don't know if there's something that has been done. Like, I don't know if like I turned a setting to something that screwed them over, or maybe they have to turn something on to allow it, or maybe the game just doesn't. But we found out after the second stream that Todd did not get the trophies that I got. And here's what's weird though. He is getting the stickers. So in a way, it might almost be contributing to his progress. But let's say that we grind out and we play a whole area, like the 7 levels of an area, and we get 100% on every single level. No deaths, all the stickers, complete the level. 100% aced it, as they call it. Todd's going to get the stickers, but he won't get the complete, or he won't get the no lives lost. And I don't understand that. I don't know why they would do that to us. It totally makes it like not fun for them. So Farm Simulator 19, same thing. In fact, it was even worse because when we played together online, even I wasn't getting trophies. No trophies. There's like 5 of the 35 or 50, however many trophies there are. There's like 5 of them that you can get online, but they're like cut down a tree. Like, you know, the very non-specific, like they're weird ones. And why those unlock and the other ones don't, I don't know. You know, and so with Watch Dogs, the progress is counting for both of us. This one is not. So that's why we quit playing Farm Simulator, because it just wasn't beneficial to everybody, and it was going to be like a grind for, and then we weren't even going to get trophies, right? Like, we were going to play all this stuff, build all these deals, and it would have been fun to just play it. But I have such a hard time. Like, isn't that stupid? Happy Thumbs has like ruined games for me in the sense that like I don't play the Switch because there's no additional objectives other than just play the game. And that's so crazy to me. I played my gaming life, like my entire time that I've been gaming. I mean, that goes back to when I was like 4 years old, right? I mean, I'm 42. That's that's a long time. I mean, 35, 40 years worth of gaming. Only like 10 of those years had trophies or achievements in existence. But now I have such a hard time Like, I always want to know, how do you get through? How do you do it? Like, what do you want to do? Like even this morning I mentioned Todd found a game that was looking like it was going to be a lot of fun for at least he and I, if not a couple more, because it was a 4-player co-op. But there was no platinum. I don't even know if there was trophies. It was a PS3 game on PS Now, which we're finding too is limited based on where you live. So like games we have here in the United States, North America, might not be the same as games you have in Europe if you live in Europe. So, you know, if we did decide to play that game and there's no platinum and it's not available to like Gray, who has PS Now too, that would also. So there's like these little hurdles that we have to fight through while trying to figure out games. So it's not just a matter of like what's going to be worth playing, what's it going to cost, are there trophies, can we all play it? Like, I mean, there's actually quite a list of things that we have to go through. So a lot of people, like when I say there's a couple of days in the last, I don't know, year, I've probably missed like what, 2 maybe 3 days due to, I mean, I missed a few days due to being sick, but I've missed 1 or 2 days because I wasn't prepared. And people are kind of like Robert laughs at me. He's like, "How are you not prepared?" Like sometimes there's like there's not this realization or no realization of how much that it takes to do some of these things. Like, you know, you got to build the thumbnail. I have to create all the text data that supports it, that can be searchable and also meets YouTube guidelines. You know, so there's lots of stuff. Hey, what's up there? Is it Krepik? Krepik one? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Trophies and achievements change my game. Absolutely, Monster. Absolutely. And it all started with a little friendly rivalry with one of my friends. And this is a real story. The true story right here. BHU, one of my really good oldest gaming buddies. He goes way back to the game that won't be mentioned days. He was a big part of my clan, 503. You know, he was actually... He was the first non-503 person. What does that mean? I live in Oregon. Oregon is largely split into, well, it's 3 area codes now. It was 2 forever. Like, I don't know, some states don't have this and countries don't either, but you have to dial 503 when you're dialing R. I don't know why they changed the dialing system that way, but you do. And so anyways, 503 was our area code, and it's a large portion of Salem, Portland, you know, Beaverton, all of the big towns kind of in the north side of the state are 503. 541 is kind of more of like the down south country, you know, more open based areas. And now they have the 971, which is the mobile, which is not relevant to the area at all. It's just basically a new area code for us. But 503 was my group, and BHU actually lived in Canada, in Oshawa, Ontario, actually. And he started playing a game one day. I think it was Super Stardust was the first game that we started looking for trophies on. And that's actually one of the hardest trophies I've ever got. The most time it's ever taken me to grind is like Bomberman or something like that. We've looked this up before, and I don't think it's actually called Bomberman. What's up, Anil? Welcome to the stream. Can I give you a gift card? That is a pretty straightforward question. I'm not giving out any gift cards right now. We do have a giveaway that will go live later today, but due to COVID and me not going to like the post office, I'm not doing big gifts. So we still have a whole box full of like Lego poly bags. I have a couple of Lego Dimension sets. I have a Lego jump drive, like a USB. I have random stuff, including stickers, but because I can just put the stickers in an envelope and put them in the mailbox down at the, I'm doing that right now. Once things get better, assuming they do, I will return. I just don't like sending my wife to the post office, and I don't really ever have time during the day. Like, by the time I realize I need to go, it's within like a half hour or hour before they close, and there's a line out the door at that point, and I don't want to go stand in line and forever, and then of course be there with, and I'm not super worried about like being sick, but at the same time, I don't want to get sick, right? Like, you know, I'm wearing a mask and all that stuff, social distancing, but like, I'm not going to the post office. I'm trying to limit my outings as much as possible. Yeah, anyways, Boo is largely the reason why I'm a trophy hunter, and BHU. And so, that Super Stardust, and then it just became like, he wouldn't buy a game unless it had trophies. And he was buying these games that were like $7 and $12. And we're used to paying 30, 40, 50, $60 for games, you know? And like, why are you buying all these little crappy little indie games? Like, why are you so into these indie games? Oh, they got trophies. And I'm like, what? So then I started buying all these little crappy little indie games. And then it was like this big race. And he actually had about 100 trophy lead on me for, I don't know how long, probably a good year. And I was catching, you know, I'd gain 30 from completing the game, and then he'd gain 30 from completing the game, and then 40, and you know, and it was like I'd catch it, and then he'd shoot up, and then I'd catch, and it kept going and going and going and going and going, and then finally we started Happy Thumbs, and bye. I left him in the dust. I don't know. In fact, I'd be curious to see what his trophy list is now. He is not so much a trophy hunter as much as he used to be. I don't know. Is he on this list? He used to be. He's just not somebody I see very often anymore. In fact, he's hardly ever online. Our times are basically completely opposite. His time has actually relatively stayed the same, where mine has completely changed. He took on a job where he does a bunch of work at night, and so I'm always asleep at night. Let's see here. Where are you at, bro? Okay, here we go. Yeah, last time logged on over a month ago. So yeah, it looks like I've kind of passed him a little bit, right? I mean, like this dude used to lead me. I'm not even kidding. All right, how do I see the damn? Okay, there we go. So, you know, he's got 17 platinums, 227 goldies, and 883 silvers. But, you know, I need to come back and look at mine. So anyways, that's actually the kind of the root of where my trophy hunting started. I owe it all to Mike, aka BHU 420. Chacho, you saw your name? Yes. Lots of people got their names shown right there. Let's see here. Greg says it's been on sale. What are we talking about? Looking to try to surprise someone with a game on sale, but buying sales timing is bad because I don't get paid until I have to sell it. Yeah, well, save your money. Save like a 20 spot or something this month or every month and just put it aside for those moments, right? I mean, at this point, I would suggest if you're saving any money, especially if money is, you know, an issue or something that is of concern right now. I know a lot of people are not working as much or at all, and the PS5 is expected to come out soon. You know, I've been telling everybody since January, you know, hey, if money's an issue, I put $5 or $6 away every month, and you know, before you know it, you get to the end, and you might only have 50 or $100 saved up, but guess what? You got 50 or $100 saved up. And I mean, depending on how much you put away, I mean, if you put $25 a month, starting in January, every 4 months, you get $100, right? By the time you get to November, you get $300, $400. And I mean, if the thing's only going to cost $400, $500, you know, then you're in good shape, right? You're in pretty good shape. So, you know, something to think about. I always recommend that. I'm certainly not a money, you know, master, you know, I'm actually like by far the poorest out of all of my friends that I grew up with. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. And I'm not like looking for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just saying like my two best friends that I grew up with. One of them is a golf professional and travels all over the Northwest. He basically saw what my dad did and was like, I want that. And he went to school and he got good and he practiced every day, and now he kicks major butt and he wins pretty good money. Like dude is making 300K a year probably. And then my other best friend, my neighbor across the street, my road dog, he is a finance manager and makes like 500K a year. So when we used to play like the game of life and stuff, and they would do all this, and I was off busy having kids and not caring and not I had no idea that that's what this was gonna look like. Like, it's kind of funny how that worked out. He always kicked my ass at Monopoly and life and all that stuff, and as it turns out, it kind of worked out that way. Now, well, I'm rich in certain things that he doesn't have to, but so it's not like again, it's just one of those things that, like, you know, you look, you know, but Let's see here. Money is, and that what my whole point of that was that I'm definitely not the money guy, and my friend is the money guy, and so when I have money advice, I always talk to him about that. But let's see here. Can you do your intro? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Like, the intro has already happened. We are. If you want to see the intro, rewind back to the beginning of the video. Press play. That's, we have actually, what is it, 2,980 something videos that actually have intros on them too. In fact, we even have a couple of different intros, 3. In fact, in our almost 10 years of existence, we are looking at about, 3 different intros, which is kind of crazy. I would almost say 1 for every 1,000, which would be even crazier, but I don't think it's going to work out that way. Do you have 2 versions of RE6 installed? Yes, I did earlier. I have deleted one since. You're probably a little behind, Wrestling Snowman. That's okay. But yes, I did. So fun story on that, just because you guys don't all know. Gray and I have been waiting to play Resident Evil 6 for about a month and a half. Basically, since we finished Resident Evil 5, we were planning on playing 6. As soon as we finished, he had a transition that he moved, and a bunch of stuff changed, and it took a while for internet and all those things to kind of fall into place. He's in his new spot, everything's all good, and we actually had it all queued up to play yesterday. And as it turns out, yesterday morning, about 30 minutes before the stream started, we start talking, and I'm like, "Hey, you're all good, right? You got to download everything. Are you streaming it?" And he's like, "No, I got to download it." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I can't download it. How are you?" So we found out that PS Now, which is how I originally was getting the game, was the PS3 version. Gray had bought and downloaded the PS4 version, which they're not compatible. I can't play from the PS4 version or the 3 version while he's on the 4. We can't play together. So I ended up having to go buy the PS4 version because in Europe, where he's at, the region he's in for now does not have Resident Evil 6. So I ended up having to buy it and download it really quick, and then we ended up playing this, and it was a blast. And I'd forgotten some of the mechanics, like how you can jump back and dive and then roll around on the ground and stuff. That's fun. Like, I'm still getting good with the aim and may never, but anyways. Greg asks, PS3 games for PS Now, are you able to download them? I saw you had Resident Evil 6 as a download app. So how it works is actually quite interesting. There is a place on the dashboard, and you can see like the difference. Here's Titanfall 2. That is an actual game that I've downloaded and installed onto my console. Star Wars 3 is actually a PS Now title, and you can tell it's got the little triangle down in the bottom right corner. You can see it's not here, right? Not here, but it is here. So, anyways, it turns out that it actually places a marker here, but if I go to launch in, it loads and connects to a server somewhere else that is actually hosting that gameplay. So my computing on the PlayStation is only connecting. It's not trying to play the game. It's actually reaching out to another server and just bringing that connection in. It's not actually playing a game from my console. And so, yeah, but it does put the icon on your desktop or whatever you want to call it, the menu. But like Watch Dogs 2 is another example. So check this out. These are both PS Now titles that I have downloaded, but because I've downloaded them, notice there's no PS Now title. So it's handled in different ways. PS Now isn't all streamed, but if I would have chose the stream option for either of these, if they were available, because not all games can be streamed, and had I been able to download this game, I would have downloaded this game. But some games can't be downloaded. So it is kind of pick and choose. There is a list. You can actually go to the PS Now filters and find downloadable games to see what games are available for that and which aren't. And that's what took me so long to find Resident Evil 6, because I was like, I want to download it, but I couldn't download it. I had to stream it if I was playing from Now, which can run into problems for me too, because as you guys know, I'm already sending a signal out and receiving a signal to play my game, right? To connect on the headset and to talk. I'm also sending a signal and receiving a signal to stream. And if you take me having to send and receive another signal to actually get the game too, not just the console, because the internet has to be used. The network's used for, you know, PlayStation Network just to connect. I need that. So that would have been 3 basic conversations, pretty big conversations being had over my bandwidth. And so downloading the game is definitely always going to be better. And I always prefer being a hardlined over wireless too, right? So same principle here. Like if I can avoid any kind of wireless connection stuff or just extra connection, because there's a rule of thumb too with Ethernet cable. They say something like, I don't remember what it is. It's either 30 or 50 feet. Anything longer than that, you're going to end up with an extra latency. I don't understand how that works because, first of all, there's almost always a 30-foot cable from the cable box to your house, right? So you're telling me we've lost connection there. What about the 7-mile line that runs to my cable box to wherever else it goes, where it gets the source from, right? So, I mean, that's 7 miles. You divide that by 30 feet or 50 feet, whatever it is. That's a lot of latency expectancy. So, you know, it just makes you wonder. But I always try to eliminate as much of that as possible. So if I can download the game, I will. If I can hardline my computer wireless or laptop versus being wireless, I totally will. It's just how it is. See here, Brian, I can't beat boss for Chris. It's hard. Uh-oh. Well, Chacho, this one's for you. Oh, come on. Button's failing me now. There we go. Get good. Let's see here. Do you use PSN to download games? Yes, that's where I do. I would say 90% of my gaming that I upload and stream is on PlayStation versus PC or Xbox or Switch. Last weekend I did set everything up, so I am capable and I will be doing some PS3 stuff. Like I'm definitely playing Pain. I don't know what. Probably next Friday. The only reason why I wouldn't play it is if potentially my equipment doesn't work and I need to order something that's not here by then. That would be probably the only way that I wouldn't do that. So what you're saying is slow as terrible. No, I mean I have amazing band like my speeds. I don't know if they'll show it here, but you know, PlayStation's always seemingly slower than everything else, but since there's nothing going on, I can show you. You know, this right here is always, you know, I'm fine with that, and that's slow. Like if I were to go to speedtest.net, even while streaming, you guys won't be able to see this firsthand. But I mean, I'm not a liar. I won't lie to you guys. Who knows? Maybe it'll be slower than this. Sometimes these speed tests are wonkadoo. Go. Make it happen. Do it. Once I get this done, though, we'll probably call it good, you guys. We'll get into that hour and a half mark, which I always like to be. Yeah. Do you remember Pain? Uh-oh. Bye, Kirsten. See you later. All right. So speed test is probably done. Whoa. Nope. Hasn't even started. So it's showing 37 millisecond ping, which is crazy high. It's being really weird. Shows 107 megabytes per second down. Told you it was going to be slow. All right, guys. Hey, my grandmother is calling me. I'm not going to take this, but I'm going to call her right back. My cousin actually had her second child yesterday, C-section. So congrats to my cousin Jen and Austin for their second. Everybody's healthy. Everything's good. Got a surprise call from grandma to let me know. You know, I talk to her frequently, but she doesn't often call me. Usually something is up when she calls. Yesterday was my cousin having the baby. Today, I don't know. So hopefully everything is okay. But hey, guys, don't forget today is Friday. we will be posting the contest or the giveaway roughly in about 6 hours from now. It'll likely just be some stickers and another keychain again. Sorry for the consistent kind of boringness, or I like to surprise you guys with those. And just like I was saying earlier, with the way the post office is and everything, I'm not a huge fan of going out and doing all of that. So soon I will go back to that. Let's say we got no name. When you put stream on ×2 and it works. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of funny. I remember Pain. Yes, nice. So I definitely will be checking out Pain as soon as I can. Oh, big shout out to Jennifer. Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy our content. But guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap things up for me. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Have fun. Play some games. Spend some time with your family. Watch some Lost. And then Monday, actually Sunday, I'll be back with another live stream. And we'll be playing free play on Lego Star Wars 3. So that's pretty exciting. As of now, I'm planning on doing that on Sunday. So there is a slight possibility we might go to the beach. And if we go to the beach, we're going to stay. And if we stay, I won't make it back in time for Sunday stream. But I will let you guys know as soon as I know, which will probably be tomorrow. But yeah, there's like an 80% chance that we'll be streaming on Sunday. And I will 100% be streaming on Monday. So, hey guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Always appreciate your company and support. You guys know the drill. Head on over to any of our social medias. If you haven't already, please check out happythumbsgaming.com. All of that stuff's right here in your face. In the face! And also down below in the video description. As for me, though, that is officially going to do it. I got The Last of Us and some other stuff I'm going to do today. As always, until next time...